And this is what we're working with. And holy cow, look at that.
What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another day in the life. In today's video, I've got kind of a smaller job for you to start off with, and then I'll probably yap a little bit on the way there, and then I'll record another small job on Monday for you guys. Both house washes, and the second one I'm gonna hop up on their roof and blow off the debris. But it should be a good video, so stick around and watch it in 2x if you have to. With that being said, how are you guys doing today? It is a beautiful Friday morning. It's a little chilly, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little warmer than it has been for the past couple of days, but it's still chilly nonetheless. We should be able to knock this job out pretty quick and then go home and relax to finish off our week, enjoy our weekend, and get right back to it on Monday. I wanted to talk to you guys about spreading out my marketing. So I've only been pretty much marketing on Facebook for the past like 6 months, probably maybe a little bit longer, but it's been working for me. So it's not like having all of my eggs in one basket is a bad thing right now. I mean, because it is producing, but I'm looking to spread out my marketing, probably go to Google Guaranteed. Try that first. I was on Thumbtack when I first started, and I paid like $45 for a lead, and I did close the job, but I felt like that was a little too much, so I kind of just gave up on Thumbtack right after that. I'm probably going to give it another chance just to see, but Google LSA for sure, which is Google Guaranteed, probably a little bit of Google search. I also want to order some yard signs, not your typical yard signs before you guys come after me. Yard signs to put in my customers' yards after I get permission, obviously. Once I do the job, that way neighbors that are driving by get to see who did the project, just in case they want to call. I'm trying to block the sun from hitting the lens so you don't get that lens kind of glare. I've had a decent amount of leads come through recently that have been really hit or miss. I'm not sure if people in my area are just doing jobs for absolutely dirt cheap right now, just to get business because it's a little slower time of the year. But it's really made me, this is my first winter season, and it's really put it into perspective. It's really put into perspective how much commercial jobs are pretty much needed. So if you guys are watching this and you're a pretty established pressure washer in the commercial space, let me know what the easiest way to land these bigger commercial jobs are. I kind of want to start with like either door or exterior, like eating places, Tropical Smoothies, Panda Express, anywhere where people are pretty much outdoor dining, or maybe some dumpster pads, maybe like an apartment complex with smaller buildings, maybe just the sidewalks for apartment complexes. I heard gas stations were pretty easy, but I feel like the gas stations around me are pretty cheap, to say the least, but who knows. If you guys have any tips or you want to help in any way, just comment down below. But yeah, I think I have been a little bit too heavily focused on residential this past year of pressure washing. Obviously in my first year I was just trying to get as much experience and learn as much as I could, so I haven't really, and I've had a really good experience with getting leads and landing jobs. I've been very, very consistent, I want to say, especially for my first year. I have about 100 reviews right now, and I've been doing a ton of washing. So, but there's always that uphill battle of you have to get pretty much one new client for every single day, or multiple clients for every single day, to go out and do a lot of work. And there's no real recurring revenue until maybe that 6-month mark, or maybe that 8-month, that 1 year mark, where people want to get you out for the second time, the third time. And I'm getting to that point where I'm about to go do my first repeat client, which is pretty exciting for me. But we are pulling up to the customer's house now, so I'll probably continue this conversation afterwards, and then I'll kind of edit around the job to after the conversation, but you guys will see. So after rewatching that clip back, I pretty much said everything I wanted to say. If if you have any experience in the commercial space of pressure washing or any kind of exterior cleaning, comment something that you think may help me kind of get into the space, whether it be landing my first job or what chemicals to get for certain jobs, anything like that.
So we are here and this is what we're working with. Whole lot of green. You can see I started running some of the hoses. And holy cow, look at that. So pretty much just these two sides of the house. I told him that I would charge the minimum for 3 sides of the house because he wanted just the back, but I told him he might as well get his money's worth and get 3 sides done. And then it was a little bit worse than I thought when I got here. So I told him I'd be willing to do 2 sides for the minimum. So we're gonna do this side and the back, and then we're gonna pack up and head out of here. Definitely gonna make some good before and afters though. And we are all finished up. So there was a bunch of green on this side. Let's see, all that's gone. Still a little wet, so you can kind of see the reflection of the fence and whatnot. But all that green cleaned up super nice. And here is the back. Ooh, look at that brand new siding. I pretty much only had to go over it one time and killed all that stuff off. But no more green. Customer's gonna be very, very satisfied. I know I would be. But yeah, we're gonna clean up and get out of here. Super quick job.
Yeah, pretty warm during that job. You can see I took the jacket off. That siding was pretty bad compared to what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be more of like a routine cleaning, like the majority of the stuff we've been taking care of recently, but it was not. That was some pretty heavy algae. It came off no problem, but I pretty much went over it one time with a really good coat and then maybe followed some spots up that were a little heavier with a light second coat. But after that, everything pretty much died off and rinsed right off. Some of you guys may have noticed that I don't really record me rinsing after. I pretty much only record me applying chem on the siding of the house or whatever I'm doing. And that's mainly because I don't want to, I guess, bore you guys with doing the same. It would pretty much be like the same exact thing. It would be me spraying each spot, and then the next clip would be me rinsing each spot. It would be like a duplicate clip pretty much, and it would make the videos too long. So I pretty much only record me spraying chem, and then I just move on to the next section and I rinse everything off camera. But just so you guys know, I do rinse off camera. Surprisingly, I only used like 1.5 gallons of 12.5% SH for that job, which is pretty good for me. Usually I like over apply my chemical and I end up running out and having to refill it, but I made it work. And I am now on the way to Pinch a Penny to refill 2 jugs because I had an empty one, and then that 1.5 gallon that I just used. So after that, I'm probably gonna head home, and then I will pick up the camera again on Monday for another yap session. So, change of plans. So it is now Thursday morning, and that small job for Monday had to get rescheduled because the customer pretty much wanted it to. And since then, we've had some pretty bad weather. It's been raining, it's been freezing, And it actually snowed in North Florida, which some of you probably might know, seen it on social media and whatnot. So we haven't done much these past couple of days, kind of just waited it out. But now we are out and about. We're going to our BNI meeting this morning. I really did not want to get up and freeze my butt off to be social at 8 a.m. this morning, but we got to do what we got to do. We have a job afterwards. Luckily, it's not spraying anything up in the air. It's just all flat work because I don't think I could take that mist today. So that's the job I'm actually going to be recording for you guys today. It's a driveway and back patio / pool deck area. It's all flat. And this job actually came from the networking group that I'm heading to now, from our screen enclosure guy. He's about my age, so we get along well. It was awesome to see that he was looking out for me. If you guys aren't in a networking group, I highly advise you join one, whether it's paid or whether it's free. Watch the last video if you haven't, about me talking about mine. But yeah, he typed up my information to her. She got a couple other quotes, but ultimately went with me, even though I thought I quoted her pretty high. She said that she did have everything done about 4 months ago, but the company that came out and did it didn't do a very good job, and she's trying to list the house for sale soon, I think, and she needs some pictures. So she doesn't want everything to be dirty in the pictures. She wants it to be nice and cleaned up. So I haven't actually seen it yet, but from what she says, it sounds like there's just a couple of spots here and there. She said that I might actually even be able to soft wash it and not even run the surface cleaner over it. So I guess she kind of knows what she's talking about. But I'll see you guys I'll probably pick up the camera when I get there and try and warm up while I'm on the way to this BNI group, because I just started the truck not too long ago and it is cold out here, man. So we are here, and this is what we got. This is the back patio, and some of this might look kind of dirty, but it's just kind of wet spots on the, like this is just wet. It's not really dirty, but there's some growth. Like here, there's some growth. It's not too bad overall. I'll probably just run over everything with the surface cleaner, just because I can't really tell what's growth and what's wet. So this looks like growth here, but it is kind of hard to tell, and I don't want to miss anything, so I'm just gonna run over it all with the surface cleaner. This over here is definitely some mold. It's a mildew. She said she had this done 4 months ago, so I'm not sure how this stuff is back already. This is the back section. The driveway really isn't bad at all. I'll show you guys that real quick. And here is the driveway. She's gonna be home in a little bit to move this car, so we're gonna start at the back. But overall, the driveway looks really good. I don't see any growth out here. All the growth is really up here and on the walkway, so there's pretty much this section here and then the walkway all the way around. And there's some green up here as well.
So we are finished up. You can see all that gunk is gone. Still a little wet, so you'll see some spots that look dirty, but it's not. It's just a little wet. And it was cold this morning, but it kind of warmed up with the sun coming out. And then this part is still wet because she moved the furniture and had me do underneath the furniture. So I just now finished that up. Did a little bit more rinsing since she moved the grill, and then head to the front. And here's that sidewalk. Looks really good. There was a bunch of growth on this, but it all came out pretty good. And the driveway really wasn't too bad. There was just a little bit of growth up here. But once it dries, it'll look really good and it'll all be uniform. I was just gonna do this section and the sidewalk, but once I did it, it looked like almost black and white, the difference. So I just went ahead and took care of it all. So we're gonna get cleaned up and get out of here. It is the next morning. I had to take a phone call pretty much my entire way home yesterday, so I didn't get to record anything. But that job went decently smooth, apart from the fact that one of my surface cleaner tips got clogged up like mid-job, and I spent like 20 minutes with a little pick tool trying to pick the thing out because I tried to unscrew the tip with like a wrench or something, and it literally just wasn't coming off. It was like stripping, so I didn't want to strip it all the way, so I just kind of picked at the thing hoping that I'd be able to get it out of the tip. And I was thinking if I wasn't able to, then I was just gonna have to use the turbo nozzle for the rest of the job. But I ended up getting it out and clearing out that tip, and we finished up the job with the surface cleaner. But apart from that, it was really just flat work. You guys seen what we were working with. It wasn't even that bad. There was just a couple of spots here and there. But that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps grow this channel, and it helps you not miss my videos either. So I know I'm entertaining you guys. With that being said, I will see you guys, you know when, in the next video.